So just start by welcoming you to the club, Curtis. Delighted to have you on board and looking forward to times ahead. Just if you could just tell us a little bit about what attracted you to the role, really.
Yeah, happy to be here. Known the club from afar for a while. Seen you kind of come through the leagues and always been looking over my shoulder thinking, they're doing something good down there. So yeah, really excited. Came up and I met Mark and the gang and was really impressed and blown away by the plans for the football club. And delighted to be involved and hopefully play a part.
Yeah, definitely. So just touching upon what we can expect from you as gaffer. Obviously, in your statement that we released, you said you like to play fast and furious, I believe was a direct quotation. Can you just tell us a little bit about how that'll be achieved, really?
Exactly what it says on the tin. To play in my team, you've got to be able to run. I like pace, I like power. All the things that I like watching as a fan is how I try and replicate my team's playing. When I come on a Saturday afternoon and the stresses of being a football manager, I want 3 o'clock to 4:45 to be able to sit and watch my team and think, yeah, I enjoyed that. So that's what we'll try and replicate. We've got the base of a really good squad. I think we need a few improvements. I'll look to bring some pace and some legs into the side, which I think can really give us something I don't quite think we've had yet on the counter-attack, that game-changing pace. So I'm working really hard behind the scenes to do that. I've been on the phone for about 2 days, so that's been quite stressful. But yeah, we're getting there. But ultimately, we've got the nucleus of a really good squad. Carl's done a fantastic job over the years, and there's not many times you get to come into a club when the club's in a good position, and luckily Carl has done that for the football club. So I'm very fortunate. But again, I do think we need a couple in.
Yeah, just touching upon that. Obviously, yourself from East Yorkshire. Are you going to be looking towards your hometown for players, or more North East based?
No, definitely a bit of both. When I spoke to Mark in the interview, I think a big thing we can do to improve is open the network. Most of my contacts are not in the North East. So we can look at different avenues to really widen our range of bringing quality into the football club. I think that'll be a big help.
Yeah, definitely agreed. And just obviously we have the untapped potential of the reserve side with Bilal Shalmani recently getting promoted to the senior team. Do you have any plans to work closely with them and see if they've got anyone capable to make the step up?
Yeah, absolutely. Been on the phone today. I'm aware of Bilal, who's training with us this evening, and I'm myself personally, I'm a product of the Sheffield United Academy, so I understand the importance of being given an opportunity. First and foremost, you've got to be good enough, but if they train with us and they're impressing, opportunities will be there for players.
Excellent to hear. And just touching upon, obviously, the relationship with the fans at this sort of level is massive, as you'll know from your time at Gainsborough and Goole, the likes. So just how do you plan on cultivating that sort of atmosphere?
I'm big on community. It's what I do in my day job. With It Starts Monday. We create communities, so I'm looking forward to it. Football fans will always get behind a winning team, so I think the main thing is let's win some games. Let's build that atmosphere. Let's build that togetherness, because it just makes it a hell of a lot easier if we're all pushing in the same direction. So hopefully the fans will get behind the way we play. I want the players to come and really express themselves, and I want the fans to go away and be like, oh wow, the lads gave absolutely everything there, and like I say, get that pace that really gets people off those seats. I love my wide men to be able to catch pigeons if they can. So that's what I'm looking for, to get that pace in the side and that off your seat excitement. And hopefully if we can put that into the team, like I said, we've got the nucleus of a really good squad here. A few little tweaks here and there, and I think we can have a successful tenure under myself.
Yeah, obviously we started the season like house on fire and forms tailed off a little bit, and we're in a bit of a slump at the minute. So what's your target for the lads going forward for the season?
Well, I think first and foremost it is to just build a little bit of confidence. Like I said, we've not been in the greatest run, but the team's already proved this season that they can win games. So it's not. I'm not coming into a team that's really struggling, and we're staring relegation in the face, and it's all doom and gloom. So there's plenty here to work with, and lots of talent. When I went into Gainsborough, I think the team was second from bottom, and it was kind of like, oof, this is going to be a tough one. We ended up finishing 10th that year. So if we can quickly start to get some points on the board, got 2 home games coming up, an opportunity for all of us to show what they've got. You pick up a couple of points. We're not too far from looking above instead of looking below.
Yeah, agreed. And just away from the league, obviously we're still in the FA Trophy, just drawn Matlock Town away. How much do you value cup competitions?
I think it's great for confidence. There's nothing better than going deep into a cup and all of a sudden thinking, what are we going to get? Like a little bit of excitement, takes a bit of pressure away from what's going on in the league. But the bread and butter is the league. No doubts about that. But we go to Matlock, a good side. I've watched Matlock quite a few times this season. They've got a few of my old players in there. Alex Wiles, who's having a great season. Johan Evans as well. I had both of them at Tadcaster. So it's a squad and a team I know really well. It'll be a tough game for us, but it'll be a tough game for them as well.
Yeah, and you yourself have managed, obviously you've touched upon Gainsborough, a couple of North East Counties sides and a couple more Northern Premier League teams such as Tadcaster. How will you use that sort of experience at those clubs in this role?
Yeah, well, I retired from professional football at 26 and went into football management quite young, so I've actually been doing this a long time. And same as anything, I think to be good at something, you need to go and do your YTS. You need to do an apprenticeship. And looking back when I first started football management at Sheffield FC, I must hold my hands up. I didn't say this in the interview with Mark, but I must hold my hands up. I felt like a fish on a bike. All of a sudden, I've gone from a player, and then all of a sudden, like I'm the manager. And I didn't know any players. I'd never coached before. It was an eye opener to say the least. But yeah, well, we're now 15 years later. I've got lots of experience. I've been the first team coach at Lincoln City in the National League as well. First team coach at Mansfield in the National League. So I'm pretty well rounded now. Hopefully, I'm a lot better than what I was 15 years ago. And football management is something that I really enjoy. I love working with people. I think football management is just an extension of that, really. Yeah,
and obviously enjoyed quite, like you said, a short playing career, but quite an illustrious one, really, playing a couple of times for England under-21s, countless Football League appearances, and that trial at your beloved Rangers.
Yeah.
How will you use that to obviously translate to this sort of level?
Well, first and foremost, I know what it takes to be successful. I know what it takes to win, and I'll try and do my best to help, especially the young lads coming through. Because I have been that young kid a long time ago, and I'm here to help any way I can. I think if you can touch and connect emotionally with the players, it makes the football side a hell of a lot easier. So I'm not here to be anybody's friend. As long as the lads respect me, then I'm here to help. And if we can win games together, then it brings that togetherness, and I'm sure we'll get that common ground and that common respect for each other. But yeah, like I said, any way I can help the lads perform on a Saturday, I will do. Some people I'll need to be on them all the time. Some people just leave them to their own devices. So it's my job over the next few weeks to kind of find out who needs what, assess the squad, see where we can improve. And yeah, like I said, I'm not here to make the numbers up. I'm here to continue winning, and the football club over the last 10 years has been used to winning. So I want to continue that.
Yeah, just to finish off on, obviously, a game straight away on Saturday. I don't even think you've met the lads yet.
No, not yet. I will in about an hour's time, so looking forward to that. So it's been a hectic couple of days on the phone, but I'm looking forward to actually getting on the training ground. Tonight's going to be short and sweet, bit of fun, just to meet the lads really, and then let's see what we've got on Saturday. I'll assess over the next couple of games, Saturday, Tuesday, where I think we can really improve. So the onus is on the lads. Go and show me what you can do. I know we've got a few injuries at the moment, but yeah, I'm really interested to see what we can do in these next two games. And like I say, the onus is down to them boys. They've got to show me that they still want to be here. They want to fight for that shirt. They want to fight for the club. And yeah, the lads are in control of that shirt. So don't give it back to me. Keep hold of it.
Brilliant. Cheers, Curtis. See you on Saturday.
Thank you.